We got a bidet! Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are talking about some new updates that have come to MLB The Show 22. We've had one video on gameplay on this channel about the show in the past that covered, kind of what is this game, what can you do in it. So today we're talking about some of the big updates that has happened since then. Today, on Friday, the new season has dropped, which is kind of like the quote-unquote battle pass of MLB The Show. So we're going to take a look at a bunch of those new things that are coming out today and that have happened in the past that you should be aware of. So let's go ahead and take a look at Diamond Dynasty. So right off the bat, we'll take a look at the new program, which, like I said, is kind of like the battle pass. So you get 21 days to accomplish this stuff. So 21 days to earn, I think it's 600,000 XP, which you gain XP across. Oh my goodness, they did add more. People requested more, they gave it to us. So the previous cap was 600,000, now it's 750,000. So there's even more stuff to unlock and more time to sink into the game. So let's take a look at some of the things in the new spring cleanup program that we can look forward to unlocking. Looks like we got some Legends icon packs, or icons I should say, which is pretty cool. That is the pack that you'll be getting. Silver Stars, so we got a handful of these players in there. I'm always looking for the Tigers, or at least former Tigers, or that played on the Tigers. I get some bat skins coming to us. These should look familiar. These kind of unlockables we had in the previous one as well. Same pack of Silver Stars. They are choice packs, so you will be able to pick the ones that you want. So that's nice. Classic Stadium pack. That'll be a nice addition for us. You want to collect those. Silver Stars, same thing. This is where it gets a little bit different. Classics, Diamond Choice Packs. So we'll have David Price, Victor Reyes. So you already know who I'm going for right away. I'll be going for Victor Reyes. And then if we get another pack somewhere along the line, I'll probably go for David Price, simply because he was a Tiger at one point. But Alex Dickerson, Alec Baum, and Ross Stripling in that choice pack. Here is a pack of 5 MLB The Show packs. Looks like a New York Mets road jersey in 1500. See, is this the same one? It is, so I will be able to pick up my 2 current and former Tigers. I'm excited for that. Then we got bosses. So there's 5 bosses in this section, which are kind of like the top 5 challenge-ish type things going on here. And so we got Ed Matthews, Zach Britton, Ernie Banks, Tom Seaver, and David Justice. So you will be able to pick which one you want out of that bunch. Flashbacks and Legends. Okay, what do we got going on here? I see some repeats. So I wonder if this is the same as the last. I'm not really noticing any new people. So this is probably to either clean up stuff you had in the past, or didn't get in the past, I should say, and be able to get them. So we get another choice pack, so you'll be able to get at least 3. My guess is you're going to be able to get all 5 by the end of this. Get some Headliners packs, another boss choice packs. You'll be able to pick more than one of those, more of those flashback and legends. If you end up getting doubles, try to sell them. You don't really need extra. Big Dog pack. We got, I think, one of these in the previous program, and I picked up Anthony Volpe. Looks like we'll get another big dog pack, but this is a different series of the big dog pack, so that's nice. Another big dog pack. So we got some really good packs heading towards the end, and we got a bunch of like big chunks of good packs. So like if you get to the very end, you get 750,000 XP. You would get 20 of the MLB The Show packs, which is pretty nice. So moving along, so those are the different rewards you can get throughout the next 21 days. See, gameplay XP, you know, you're going to get XP no matter what mode you're playing. Daily moments, so if you go in here and you play the daily moments, it's a pretty easy way to get 1,000 XP for each of these challenges. So every time you complete one of the dailies, you get 1,000 XP. Featured program moments, so these are like moments that are based off of the players that you can earn throughout the spring cleanup program, and you do different things with them to gain XP. So we talked about Tom Seaver a couple of times up there. We talked about Ernie Banks, David Justice, Zach Britton. So these are all the boss people, actually, I believe. Let's see, week 1 legends. So looks like these are the different challenges. So if you use these players in these different modes, then you gain XP from completing their parallel XPs, which just means when you play the game, you gain XP for those players, and if you use these players, then you will unlock the rewards of XP towards your spring cleanup. Events. I don't play very many events just because I felt like, you know, wasn't quite ready to dive into that. But if you win one game, you will get 2,000 XP from the events. Collections. So if you collect different things, I don't have the Kansas City Nike uniform yet, but if you did, you'd be able to go in here and collect it and get 15,000 XP right off the bat. Exchanges, so you know you can sell off some old players for XP. I recommend selling them for money. That way you can buy players that you want, but that's just a personal thing. Spring Showers Conquest, that's an easy one to get 30,000 XP, especially because you gain XP while doing it as well. Not only from your players that count towards your spring cleanup, but you also get XP from doing the different challenges in that Conquest map. So that's pretty big to go ahead and do that and get a bunch of XP. March to October, that's the like very, very quick play the special moments in the season mode. You can get XP based off how you do with that. I played it once already. I'm assuming you can play it multiple times since there's no check mark. So, you know, if you enjoy March to October, check that out as well. Alright, so let's look at some other things. Other programs. So, some of these are new. Some of these have been out a little bit. So, as you can see, I've completed a couple. So, those are probably definitely the ones that have been out a little bit more. But you will want to check these out. Why? Because there's some really cool things in here. The Jackie Robinson Day one was incredibly easy, and you get a 88 Diamond Jackie Robinson. Why was it so easy? Literally tally one hit on rookie. So if you go in there, play the one moment, then you will get all of this stuff for tallying one hit. That's super easy. Not all of them are that easy, of course, but some cool and worthy noted ones. Cover Athletes program. So if you complete this program, you will get a Cover Athletes Choice Pack. Now, as far as I understand, the only way you could get these packs in the first place is if you pre-ordered or just bought the Digital Deluxe Edition, or if you bought the Standard Edition, then you could pay the difference between the Digital Deluxe Edition and your Standard Edition to get this and a bunch of other goodies. But it is a nice way to come in here and get Cover Athletes. They are all rated the same, but obviously their stats are going to vary depending on what type of player they were, of course. I don't believe they are the exact same stats for every single one. That would be silly. But if you complete the program, unlock this, you will get one of these of your choice for free. Why is it pretty obtainable? Because if you go into the missions and if you have these live series players, not all of them are easy to get, but a good chunk of them you can get for a fair price in the market at least. If you go in and you use these players while you play these different modes, ranked seasons, battle royale, events, playing against a computer, mini seasons, or conquest, if you just use these players during that and gain XP with them, you will get 3 points towards this program. And the really cool thing about this, because I at first didn't know this was part of it, but it really helps you, is that it's repeatable. And it says up right above the 500 with Cabrera while we're on here, it says repeatable. So that means once you get 500, then you can keep going and get more and more with those players. That's really helpful because not all of the moments or cover athlete showdown, maybe those aren't your thing. And you want to bank on more from getting points from these players. You can also do it by having Twins players, Red Sox, or Mariners players on your team. Doesn't really matter who they are. They just have to be from that team on the card, of course. It's not like, oh, this person used to be on this team, so it'll count. That doesn't work. It has to be literally from the card, the team that they play on. And you will get XP towards those, which will unlock more stuff as well. So yeah, this is a very cool program. I felt like I missed out when I bought the Steelbook edition, which, you know, is pretty comparable to buying the Digital Deluxe edition. But I didn't get that cover athlete pack. So I'm very excited to go ahead and get one of those packs. I have bought a Miguel Cabrera cover player so far, so I'm hoping to get Baez next. As you all know, I am a Tigers fan, so we got to get those first. There are other ones. Another big one that will be popping up, you know, as we go through the season are going to be the monthly awards. So if we go in here, usually what this is it says, okay, these players were hot this month, or these few weeks. Really, this time around, they're doing it like in chunks. As of before, they used to do it like the whole month at a time. So these are like the players that were really good during a certain chunk of time in the season, and you want to go ahead and unlock those players. The way you do that is you play different moments. So obviously I've done a handful of these. So these were moments from week 1. Week 2 I have not done, so there's a handful there. Week 3 moments, haven't done those either. But collections, so once you get all 17 of the players throughout, so the first 5 are what I got, and then I need to keep going to get the next 5. Ooh, looks like we're starting to get into some diamonds. Yeah, they did pretty well. Not all of them are revealed right away, so there are still some blanks that we need to find out. Along the way, you can get Andre Dawson. Obviously, I don't think there's enough points out there yet to be able to unlock him, but if you do keep going, eventually you'll be able to unlock that player. And these happen every month, so this one is April's. There will be one for May, June, July, August, so on and so forth for you to complete. A lot of these other ones, so the jersey ones, have to do with just using players from those teams or accomplishing moments of players from those teams. They can be done fairly quickly. What else is new? So one thing that I wasn't aware of, and I'm glad I am now, is if you go into ranked seasons, I only played once, but if you go into ranked seasons and you look at the rewards, I had no idea that it was based off innings. I thought it was always based off of wins in the past, and I knew my team wasn't ready really to compete, as you saw, 0-1. So I really ignored this, but now that I know that all you have to do is play innings, I am so ready to dive into this. Get that World Series pack. There's one of my former Tigers, Dontrell Willis, so hopefully I mean, 400 innings is a lot. But when you go ahead and you're trying to accomplish the like XP things that are going on for the program and the different, or I should say the main program, the spring cleanup program, and then the like side programs like the cover athlete one, when you're trying to do those things, just play right here in this mode. And you can unlock, you know, 2, 3, 4 birds with one stone. So check that out. Other than that, I would say some of those things to be aware of when you're doing collections. I briefly touched on this when we did the first video. When you are doing your different collections and whatnot in live series, and this is going to be a perfect example. I completed the Detroit Tigers live series before any of the roster updates. Now, what that means is that at one point I had collected all 40 of the Tigers cards in the set, but the game updates. So as you can see now, I'm actually missing 6 players. Jacob Barnes, Willie Peralta, Will Vest, you know, just to name a few. But if you don't complete it in the certain amount of time before that update comes out, you may have to collect more cards to compensate. Does that mean that you lost out on the cards before? Not necessarily, because what happens is if they get traded, well then they'll go to a different team and you can count it towards that team. Great. If not, they may go to the free agents, which there's a ton of free agents to collect. And if we go to the free agents, as you can see, you need to collect 200 free agents to end up getting the top tier reward from this collection. So be aware that your players can shift around if you're trying to do the collections. And just make sure that you're on top of that. I think that about wraps it up. Some of the things to note with the cover athlete program that came out, I know a lot of the cover athlete players are kind of right around that 30,000 at the most mark in the market right now. That probably will come down as more players play the player program, so it's up to you how long you want to wait on that. I couldn't wait to get Cabrera, so you know he's a part of my team. But you know, weigh your options there. A lot of people play the market with the different players and see who, you know, is getting hot, and they may think they turn into a gold or turn into a diamond and try to make money that way. I haven't really done that, but my biggest advice to anybody that is trying to earn the stubs, do not quick sell your cards. So if you get a double and you want that money now, there is the option to quick sell, and the game will basically give you a set bar that they value the different tier cards at. Don't do that. The best thing that you can do is put them on the market, and what I do is I go into the market, I see what the lowest price is, and I put it one stub lower than it. And I kid you not, within about 30 seconds, that card sells for that price. So stay away from trying to quick sell and get money right away. I did that before in previous games, and I learned my lesson, okay? Learn from my mistakes. So make sure if you're looking to earn some stubs from your doubles, put them on the market. Do not quick sell unless that is your only option. There's some weird things that happen sometimes where that is your only option. That's fair. But if not, don't do it, please. That way you can get more for your cards. But that about wraps up for us today. We kind of looked at the new stuff that's coming out. The second program, main program I should say, because there's a whole bunch of programs. But the second main program, the spring cleanup, has been released. And so we are going to get to work. We're going to start playing that and earning us some cards. This game is addicting. I love earning the different cards and creating the cool teams. So I hope you do too. So if you enjoyed this video, please turn your notifications. That way you are notified when the next MLB The Show video drops. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop us a like if you like this video. And drop us a comment letting us know what awesome cards you have got in MLB The Show. And which ones are you looking forward to. And as always, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.